4 different systems: Man United system, Real Madrid system, Portugal's system, Juve's system, where he's had to adapt. Shit.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
Serie, 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 Serie. 8 in a row. 8 in a row. That's where we are starting right now. Shit. Juventus are currently 8 points clear at the top of the table. And I wanted to do this Serie A because there are a lot of things that I want to say. A lot of people have said that, oh, you're disrespecting the Serie, you're not liking the Serie. Let me just put one thing straight. I have been one of the very few flag bearers of the Serie for a long time, you know. Oh, like, this is a league that needs to be watched. This is a quality league. I grew up in the Serie. I grew up when Serie was undoubtedly, without a doubt, the best league in the world, where the best players in the world played in the Serie. That's not the case anymore. The best players no longer play in the Serie right now. And it's very hard to look at world-class players in the other teams. Inter Milan, the only world-class player I can think of that they have is Icardi, and you can make an argument for Handanovic. Lazio have no world-class players. AC Milan have no world-class players. Donnarumma is going to eventually be a world-class keeper, so right now he ain't. Parma is 6th. Parma have no world-class players. Giovini is not a world-class player, relax. Roma have no world-class players. Napoli, all right, you've got Insigne. You can make an argument for Hamsik. Koulibaly, Insigne, cool. But as I said, for Inter Milan, 1, Lazio none, Milan none, Parma none, Roma none. So, but my main thing here is, my thing with Cristiano is this. I thought it would take longer for him to figure out a new league. And let's just be real right now, because I think a lot of people think that I have something against Cristiano, I've got a vendetta against him. I think that would discredit this channel from being a football analysis channel if I just have a vendetta against someone. Like, oh, I hate him, I hate him, I hate him, I hate him. My argument against Cristiano and everything, that's separate now. This is new. I have to give him credit for his adaptability. 4 different systems: Man United system, Real Madrid system, Portugal's system, Juve's system, where he's had to adapt. Man United, that was a counter-attacking team. Real Madrid, counter-attacking team, but in a different sense, where he had to be much more of a finisher. United, he had to be much more of an all-round player, really using much more of his speed and his ability on the ball, to an extent. Portugal, much more of purely a finisher, more of a striker, where he doesn't really play the right. He had to be much more of a striker in a much more pragmatic team. And in Juventus, a very pragmatic team. He now had to alternate between being an inside forward and a striker as well, and really launching the way that they have counterattacks. But the way in which these systems are very different, and just going to be real that he's coming to a new team, new players, new system, new tactics, new ways of playing, new way of moving the ball around. Very different from Real Madrid. The way Juve play is very different from Real Madrid, and how he's been able to go in there, understand how Dybala thinks, how Pjanic thinks, how Sandro thinks, how Mandzukic thinks, and be effective. You've got to give the boy credit. And that's a problem. That is a problem for the Serie A, because you've got a guy who I believe he's the best. He is the greatest goal scorer of all time, because it's his goal ratio, goal ratio when he scores his goals, the different kinds of goals that he scores, and yeah, goals against appearances. So when you have that, and a player who rarely gets injured, really keeps himself in peak physical shape, that's a problem. How the freak do Napoli, Inter Milan, or Lazio compete with that? For Napoli, what Ancelotti is doing is amazing. And I think how Ancelotti was able to really maintain this team's quality is amazing. But the squad, they don't have a squad depth. They don't have a squad depth. Nobody in that Napoli team is going to give me 30 Gs a season. No one. And to compete against Juventus, you need someone that can give you 30 Gs a season. Napoli just do not have, as of 8 points, I'm sorry, man, 13 games to go, 8 points, that is slowly becoming insurmountable. It's still becoming insurmountable. Inter Milan are not a good team. I said again, they have maybe two world-class players in Handanovic and Icardi. No one else is a world-class in that team. Nainggolan is not a world-class player. World-class, use your top 3, top 4 in your position. That's why with Handanovic, again, for me, Handanovic has been amazing. One of the most underrated players out there because this guy has constantly been top tier. Is Handanovic better than De Gea? Is he better than Keylor Navas? Is he better than Courtois? Is he better than Oblak? Is he better than Ter Stegen? Is he better than Neuer? Again, for me, it's going to be hard for me to put him top 5. Definitely top 6, top 7, but top 5, that's an argument. So, and again with Lazio, Milan as well. Again, for me, Gattuso is doing an amazing job with Milan. He's doing an amazing job. The team just is not very good. The team is just not very good. I'm sorry. I don't mince words. I'm not about like, oh no, Milan, they're doing really good at all. They're doing pretty good. No, for me, I am cut and dry. Okay, no BS. I've got no time whatsoever for BS. Life is too short to BS. Milan are not a very good team. They do not have a single world-class player in that team. Suso is not a world-class player. He's a really good player. He's not a world-class player. He's not top 5 in his position. If you think that, you're insane. So it's going to be very difficult for these teams to match with Juventus. So another argument can be like, okay, look, man, we're still looking at top 4. Because again, the top 4, that's going to be very interesting because, my gosh, Roma are down in 7th. And Roma have already lost 5 games this season, which is, man, that's a mess. But I think that, Inter Milan, basically Milan, Lazio, Inter Milan, Napoli, that's going to be a real fight for top 4. That's going to be a real fight for top 4. And Parma are going to be on the periphery. I think for Parma, I just don't think that they have the kind of quality and caliber of those of Napoli, Inter, Lazio, Milan, but they'll be in there. They'll be in there. They'll definitely be in there. For Roma, maybe they'll find some good form. But and you've got Bologna, Frosinone, and Chievo down. My Jesus Christ, Chievo have 1 point. Minus 20. Jesus. They've considered 30 Gs. God damn. But yeah, man. But I think, but this is the question that I posed at the hangout. If Juventus win 8 in a row, we have to have a conversation. A conversation has to be had, and it's okay, what is the conversation that has to be had? Because as I said on the hangout, Napoli can compete with Napoli, Inter Milan, Lazio, Milan can compete with Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal. They can compete where you don't know who could win. So you can still say that they're competitive, but it doesn't. I think that here made a very good point. It's not a good look. One team winning 8 titles in a row is not a good look. 8 consecutive titles is not a good look. 8 titles over 11, 12 years. Yeah, it's not bad, but okay, it's over 11, 12 years, so 12 years. But literally in a row where Juve. And the issue is the Cristiano factor that's a game changer. Because Dybala is improving. Dybala is ready to take the keys for Argentina. He's already scored his first goal for Argentina alongside Icardi. So he's already saying, no, I'm the future for Argentine football. So, and Dybala is the future for Juve. He's the new Del Piero. He's the new playmaker for the team. So this is really his team where he is the thinker. And I think someone even mentioned that Mandzukic is very underrated. You know, and Croatia are really feeling the effects of not having Mandzukic. Mandzukic is a very underrated player. Do not sleep on Mandzukic. Do not sleep on that boy. He's very, very underrated. So, because for me, I think that Cristiano could break a record. Like, I think for him, in his mind, is like, can I break that Higuain record? Which would be, I mean, for a man of his age, that would be huge. That would be huge. Because I think, see, on one side, I'm like, all right, it's okay. On one side, it's a weak move because it's Juventus. They've won 7 in a row. So how hard is it for Cristiano? What are you really achieving? Going to a team who've already won 7 in a row, and it's already a great team. So whatever. But at the same time, on the flip side, it's a new league. It's a new system. And if he does break the goal scoring record, which is a tough, I told you, man, only 3 or 4 guys have gone past the 30 goal barrier. I mean, that is definitely a target he should aim for. He's already started very well. So if he breaks that, that would be huge, because that's already a huge start. Because I mean, for Higuain, as trash as Higuain is, and the boy, he is trash right now. What he did in that season for Napoli was phenomenal. So if Cristiano can do that this season, that would be huge. That would be huge, and for me, that would arguably supersede whatever he's done in La Liga. Arguably. So yeah, man. I just want, guys, please have your comments and have your thoughts. If Juventus win 8 Scudettos in a row, because again, look, I'm not hating on Juve. As people have said, very well-run club. From top to bottom, very well-run, very well-structured. And because they're very well-run, people shouldn't really blame them. They've not really poached guys in the same kind of flagrant manner that Bayern did. Yeah, okay, they took Higuain and everything, but not on a flagrant, boom, we're constantly going to be taking guys. So this has just been a very well-run club. It's been a very well-run club. Okay, they poached pianists from Roma. But yeah, look, but again, if you just focus on that. If they win 8 in a row. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.